I know one thing. I wish this weather would get right. It is pure Michigan outside right now.
It is cold.
It is that, and the sun is not helping.
No, it's not.
I think we're live now. We're on YouTube, so we better.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
On the screen.
All righty.
And I see the judge is taking the bench, so we should.
Okay. Is she going to let us in, or we already in?
We're in.
We're in the courtroom. Okay. I think that you will probably go someplace else, or I don't know.
Okay. Sure.
Mr. Fikens and I have a couple of cases that we're working on in the courtroom, so that's why we're here.
Okay. Is the 36th district totally open now, or they're still doing everything on Zoom?
I think they're doing a lot on Zoom.
Okay.
Most of it on Zoom.
Okay, great. Okay. All right. Well, guys, it was good meeting you. Just in case we depart from one another.
Yes.
Pray for me. I'll pray for you. I mean that.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
You.
You're welcome.
Absolutely.
You're definitely welcome. Yes, sir.
Mr. Fikens, I did look at that summary. Thank you for sending it.
Okay. You're welcome.
All righty.
Mr. Cortez Anderson, welcome back, sir.
Come on. All right. Mr. Reed and Mr. Fikens.
Yes, Judge.
Have you reached out to the team, Mr. Yancey? Does the team know what's going on?
The attorneys know, and the case
Mr. Reed and Mr. Fikens, you all heard about Mr. Kazuli?
Yes, we
Judge.
just did, Judge.
We did. Mr. Yancey told us
Can you turn them up?
when we were in the breakout room with Mr. Gordon. So sad, so sad.
All right. Let's do it. Let's go to Mr. Cortez Anderson. Mr. Anderson, you keep coming back. I want to applaud you, young man. I do. And I hope you take advantage of everything that these attorneys are doing for you, okay?
Yes, I will.
All right, how did you do on your job interview?
I think it went well.
You think it went well? I hope it went well, because I need you to be working so you can pay me my fines and costs, okay? All right, let's do it. All right, Mr. Fikes.
Okay, Judge, we've been given an updated offer from the city to handle the city's civil infractions. There are state court matters as well, and I think I'm operating from a list which contains 30 cases, one of which is a felony. I think this court has the same list. And we can go down in order or however this court wishes to proceed.
I have the same list, yes.
Okay, so.
All right.
see how I put, on the side.
Yes,
See what
ma'am.
They were.
So, Mr. Fikes, you can go one at a time and tell me what we're doing. And we're
Thank you.
gonna get this done right. Let's do it.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate it. I will start with SP 11034251. That is a civil infraction, which is going to be dismissed.
Got it. Okay, Mr. Fikes, I'm gonna speed it up. I'm gonna call the numbers and you tell me what the disposition's gonna be, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
I see you over there lifting glasses. I feel you. Let's do it.
I'm an old man, Judge.
No, you're not. All right, here we go. I'm on the second one. SP 110343, count 1. What are we doing with that one?
That will be dismissed, Judge.
Thank you. Count 2. That's a guilty plea. I've already taken it and I'm reducing the charge to improper plates. What about count 3?
That will be dismissed pursuant to the plea.
Thank you. I have case number SP 112-98591. What are we doing with that one?
That will be dismissed pursuant to the memo of understanding.
Thank you. I have SP 112-98592.
That will be dismissed pursuant to the understanding.
Thank you. I have SP 113-2198. Count 1. What are we doing?
Dismissed pursuant to the plea. Along
Count
with
2.
dismissed pursuant to the plea.
Count 3.
Dismissed pursuant to the plea.
Thank you. SP 113-21991.
Dismissed pursuant to the plea.
Thank you. SP 116-38931 is already in default. And
Yes,
that's the one we're going to allow to stay in default. Is that correct?
that is correct, Your Honor.
All right, very good. So he has to pay that one.
Yes, Judge.
Very good. SP 116-3893, count 2. I've already accepted a guilty plea and I'm reducing that to failure to display a valid operator's license.
Thank you,
For
Your
count
Honor.
3, what are we doing with count 3?
Dismissed pursuant to the memorandum of understanding, Your Honor.
Thank you. SX 377-04611.
Dismissed pursuant to the.
All right. And then count 2,
Dismissed pursuant to the memo, Judge.
count 3.
The same, dismissed.
All right. SX 391-9040, count 1.
Dismissed pursuant to the memorandum of understanding.
Count 2
Dismissed pursuant to the memo, Your Honor.
and count 3.
Dismissed pursuant to the memorandum of understanding.
U 562-13720, I've accepted a guilty plea and it is pursuant to a 3-month delayed sentence.
Yes, Your Honor.
For case, all right, case number 204-933-851.
That is a dismissal pursuant to the plea.
Count 2
Dismissal pursuant to the memorandum of understanding.
and count 3, we are going to leave open. It has been set for pretrial for April 29th, 2022 at 9:30 a.m. And by that time, the defendant should have attended the Michigan Defensive Drivers Course, and he should also have his certificate of completion.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to Case number 210-564-1601. That is the felony case.
Yes,
Is that correct? And
That is
that's with
correct.
another judge. Correct.
that is scheduled for a probable cause conference, I believe, Judge.
All right, very good. Case number 213-16202, count 1.
Dismissed pursuant to the plea.
Count 2.
Dismissed pursuant to the plea.
Thank you. 213-162-031.
Dismissed pursuant to the plea.
Count 2. I've
That is-
already accepted a plea of responsible, and he's
Yes.
going to get a fine. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Thank you. And then the final cases, at case number 217-34673, count 1.
Dismissed pursuant to the plea.
Count 2.
Dismissed pursuant to the memorandum of understanding.
Mr. Fikens, you did it. I've already accepted the pleas and the responsible pleas. Is that correct? Guilty and responsible.
Yes, Your Honor, you have.
All right, I am ready for sentencing.
Yes, we are ready, Judge. And Mr. Cortez Anderson has been here a number of times, as you know. He's trying to put it all together, Your Honor. He really is going above and beyond, even though he did let things slide there for a while and accumulated a bunch of tickets, Your Honor. He certainly shows the right attitude and the right approach to getting this matter done. He knows he's got a ways to go to comply not only with this court, but also with the Secretary of State to obtain his license. But he's on the right path, Judge, and I certainly want to let him know that you have made it possible for him to be in the best position he's been in a very, very long time. So we thank you. And on behalf of my client, I thank you.
All right, very good. I'm ready for sentencing. Now, Mr. Anderson, you need to understand that all of these dismissals that you're receiving, they will not be entered into the system until you have paid us in full. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right, and so if you need time to pay, this is the time to ask me for it so that I give you the opportunity to do so, okay? I don't want you, I'm not setting you up for failure. I'm setting you up to win, okay?
Yes.
But you have to help me. So if you don't pay, then what's gonna happen is everything is gonna go back just like it was, where you owe the court almost $3,000. You understand that?
Yes.
And then you won't be able to get a license. You understand that?
Yes.
All right. So I have your commitment to do what you're going to be ordered to do.
Yes.
Wonderful. I love it. All right. I'm going to let you keep that hood on because I see you outside.
Thank you.
All right. Let's do it. On case number SP110-34352, I have reduced that charge to improper plates. I'm only going to assess our cost one time. On today, the cost is going to be assessed at $250. It will be, Mr. Anderson, what you doing over there?
No, I'm sorry. I apologize. Somebody was talking to me.
All right, Mr. Anderson, you ready? Yes?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
All right. I've assessed the cost on that matter at $250. The fine is only going to be $25 on that particular matter.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Now, I'm going down to the matter that's in default, Mr. Fikens, and that is SP 116-38931. I'm going to waive any penalties,
Thank you, Judge.
and then he'll have to get that one paid.
Yes,
So
Your Honor.
let me, okay, yes, very good. And then on case number SP 116-38932, that's the matter that I reduced to failure to display. I'm going to only assess a fine. I'll assess the fine at $50.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm gonna go down to you, 562-13720. And that is the one that I've accepted the guilty plea with a delayed sentence of 3 months. I'm assessing that fine. That fine is going to be $100.
Thank you, Your Honor. We appreciate that. We know
And
that.
then I have
Yeah.
one more.
Yes, I'm
Yes.
sorry.
One
I
more.
just-
Ms.
yes.
Mack, can you get me the cost for the seatbelt for 213-162-032? I'm doing the statutory fine for this one.
It's 65.
All right, it'll be $65. So
Thank you.
now, you've heard what I've assessed you. Mr. Fikens, what do you want to tell me? I'm sorry.
Well, Judge, I just want Mr. Anderson to understand that this is well below what this court usually does. So I just want him to know what a great break you're giving him in the amount of fines and costs. Because it might sound insurmountable to him, but he can keep working at it, Judge, and getting this paid off. He also has a number of reinstatement fees which cannot be waived by this court, and he needs to understand that those have to be paid in order for him to get a clearance to obtain a license.
All right, thank you. Thank you for that reminder, Mr. Fikens. Did you hear that, Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
All right, very good. Mr. Anderson, you've heard the fines and costs that this court has assessed. When will you be able to get it paid?
I cannot do like a payment plan because I'm actually going through a lot. Like right now, I'm backed up on a lot of stuff, and I'm trying to get this job, so I can get like a little payment plan or a couple of months.
Well, Mr. Anderson, since you're not working right now, how about doing some community service?
I'll do community service.
Yes, you will do community service. All right. Any objection, Mr. Rosenthal, to Mr. Anderson doing community service to pay its fines and costs?
I have no objection, Your Honor, to that.
Thank you. Miss Mack, if you could contact Miss Brimage, I am going to have you connect with Miss Brimage. Miss Brimage will get you to where you can do court-ordered community service, and you have to do enough to cover all of your fines and costs. This is what I'm going to do, young man. I am going to give you, now you don't have a lot of fines and costs. Your fines and costs have been reduced tremendously. I need you to be still and listen to me. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, tremendously. So I need you to get this community service done, Mr. Fikens. He's got to get it done by May 31st.
Yes, Your Honor.
May 31st.
Yes.
He's going to come back to court May 31st, 2022, and that's going to be at 10:30 a.m. No, it's the 31st of Tuesday. I've got to bring him back on a Tuesday. It is a Tuesday. May 31st, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. is when you're going to come back and see this court. All of your community service needs to be done. Okay? You need to have taken your class, your driver's defensive course. That needs to be done. All right?
Yes.
And then once you've done all of those things, you'll get your dismissals on May 31st. Okay?
Okay.
All right. I need you to call the courtroom, 965-2280, so that Miss Matt can connect you to Miss Brimage. She's
Okay.
going to be the person I want to oversee your process. You
Okay.
have that number?
He said 965-2282.
80.
80.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Anderson.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
All right. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I need to transition into the mental health court staffing, which starts at 1:30, and we have our police partners on. And so I need to transition to that. Mr. Morgan, are you on right now? Mr. Morgan? I see Sergeant Coho. I need to make it down to Chambers. I need like 2 minutes, Ms. Rogers. If you could rally the team, I need you all to make sure that individuals that should, Mr. Morgan, there you are. I'm going to make you the co-host. Ms. Wilson, I'll have to come back and do these last 2 cases. I have to do my staffing. And so that's what happens.
Would you like me to come back at a certain time, Your Honor, for the last 2 cases?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
What are the
I will
last
just
two
be on
cases?
call.
Yes,
Yes,
Be
Your
on
Honor.
call.
I will text Mr.
Miss-
Rosenthal, Judge. I will make sure.
All right, very good.
Thank you, Attorney
Ms.
Fikens.
Wilson, you are free to leave. I also have